Okay, so time-lapsing here, spent a little bit more time just building up the details on here. And then the idea is you layer them up so they become one image, and you have them a little bit offset so you can see the features coming through. A little bit like you would do a lino cut. So that's step 2. The other thing you can do, as I've taken a little bit of time to prepare some other surfaces, newspaper, tissue paper, and then just, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just watercolour paper. Watercolour paper is good because it's got a texture, and then the idea is, if I just zoom the camera in here, is that you draw on top of an agitated surface. So you might revisit the same image, and over the top of this tissue paper, just see how those colours play with the design that you put over the top. You may remember me telling you about the artist Fernand Laguerre. He would use this technique of just putting colour underneath that don't necessarily follow the features, but they just make an interesting background, and then you work over the top. And it might be as you go along you want to add other bits in. Newspaper you would have done before, sometimes just crinkling it up a little bit gives it an interesting texture. And then the last one I'll just quickly do before I leave you to your own devices. This is the cartridge paper one. So I'm using here a graphite stick because it will pick up the texture of the paper underneath. I'm working on a portrait here, but obviously you could work on any subject matter. Preferably obviously linked to developing your theme. I remember being about 16 when my art teacher told me to do this because I was getting a bit precious and perfectionist about the way I wanted my pictures to be, and he made me work over the top of paper stuck down first of all, so that straight away I was going to have a challenge and a battle to get the marks I wanted. And his reasoning was that it would make me just really almost have a little battle with it and really fight to get the image I wanted, rather than just having that smooth surface. And it's those mistakes that happen, or things that don't go in the way you intended them to, that you work with and sometimes come out with an interesting, surprising technique. So I'm just going to stop there and hold that up to the camera so you can see. That's just a quick 5-minute study. You could obviously work into that, maybe add a little bit of watercolour as well. Okay, have a go. Challenge yourself to work on a different surface.